Ready, set, go.
Okay, welcome back to Tiny Bunny. We just had a very lovely moment with Polina. She seems to be quite fond of us. I'm gonna take a sip of water because my mouth is quite dry. And we're only like halfway through for tonight at least. Okay, here we go. I took out the notebook during class. Here it is. It's not quite how you spell questionnaire, but we're not going to worry about it. Skimmed through it, reading into other people's preferences. I was quite surprised to discover Romka's jerky handwriting inside. All right, sure. His letters bulged out of the cells, as if embarrassed by their shapelessness. Fearsome Romka found time for something so silly? I don't know, maybe Romka is, there's more to him than we might have thought. These are some interesting, answers here. Yeah, we got, at first he had answered Stallone, and then crossed it out for Schwarzenegger. And then DuckTales. Don't trust, don't fret, don't ask. These are interesting answers. I chuckled into my fist after I found out that Romka's favorite cartoon is not even Darkwing Duck, but DuckTales. It's a great show. It's a fantastic show. Somewhere in the distance, a teacher was reciting pieces of Andreev's Snapper. I paid them no mind. Polina's page was decorated with flower drawings and clippings from the Cool Girl magazine. Nice. Her favorite musician is Schubert. That's a good one. That's a good one for sure. Her best friend is her grandpa. That's cute. Okay, I'm starting to like... Her grandpa seems pretty close to her. And if that's the person that got like seriously hurt by a dog, I guess I would understand if she holds a bit of a grudge with dogs. Her hobby is not violin, like I expected, but a much more mysterious listening. Can such a mundane process really be someone's hobby? I looked at Polina over the heads of other students. She was focused on taking notes. I flipped through the pages until I found a blank one and armed myself with a pen. Do I get to actually fill this out? That'd be great. Anton Petrov, class 6B. Okay, I guess not. Took a long time to decide on my favorite musician until a trendy pop band, Carman, came to mind with the cool dancers in their music videos. Let's learn about Carman. A Soviet and Russian techno-pop band, most popular from the late 80s to early 90s, founded by Bogdan Titomir and Sergei Limok. It is mostly remembered for unique dancing performances and for writing a music theme for the Captain Cronin cartoon. Nice! That's good stuff. Carman. Favorite holiday? This one's easy. New Year's. I'd agree. I would absolutely agree. My hobby is drawing. My dream, going to Disneyland, I guess. My hero. My hand moved on its own, writing "da." But I stopped on those two letters. What if those who read this after me will find my answer laughable and stupid? Sorry, I gotta open the door here for the cat. Okay. After thinking for a bit, I decided that not everything should be disclosed on paper. That's how Da turned into Spider-Man. Spelling was wrong, but who cares? Your biggest fear, huh? I immediately wrote, losing a person who's dear to me. Yeah, that's a good one. That's good. Your phone number. Your phone number. No secret here, 30395. Your favorite cartoon? Transformers. Nice. Not bad. Not bad. And your best friend. I guess, would we say Olya? I hesitated, gnawing on the pen's cap. Your best friend. I read the question out loud. It was easy, but at the same time, very important. The answer to that was my sister's name. So I carefully wrote it into the squares. Nice. That's good. It's cute. Oh yeah. I repeated my sister's name while sneaking out of the school. How are we sneaking out? Oh, I guess because people are judging us and watching us. There was a cute, freshly drawn dragon in my notebook that I made to please my beloved sister. In this land of darkness and deceit, her support was the only thing that inspired me to keep drawing and stop me from losing hope in humanity. You are 10 years old, dude. You are way too young to be losing hope in humanity. Refreshing frosty air made my cheeks turn beet red. It was bright outside, and the sun looked like a whole egg yolk. The road looked as if it was silvered. The snow... bleh. My mouth. The road looked as if it was silvered. The snow sparkled under the sunlight. I smiled, squinting from the blinding whiteness. There's a lot of S's in that line. I don't much appreciate it. Who cares if I don't have any true friends anymore? You got Polina. Polina's a friend. I have something more important. Someone who needs my help. Who will never betray or hurt me. I don't know if that is more important. I don't know if that's more important. Family is the most important thing ever. That's what Dad always told me. Hey, what's up with the stupid grin? Ah, yeah, it's the North fake dude. My numb lips immediately shrank. That does happen in the Gulf. Byasha was shuffling his feet in the middle of the yard, his boots restless on the ice. It's not a grin. I tried to go around him, to no avail. Lady Fortune waved me goodbye, disappearing in the early twilight. In a hurry, eh? A little bit. Dad is waiting for me. I'll shoot him a pager message that you're not coming, eh? Am I really gonna have to learn what a pager is? I know what a pager is, but let's see what they have to say about it. Pager. A wireless telecommunications device that receives and displays alphanumeric or voice messages. To send a message to another person's pager, you had to call a special line, provide the recipient's number or name, and read your message aloud. Really? That was the whole process? Wow, that's a hassle. Does not sound worth it. My eye flinched unwittingly. My skin dampened. Let's go, eh? We have a small business to discuss. Great. I love small businesses. I love to support small businesses. I felt chills run over my body. I didn't like the sounds of that small business. Those words, accompanied by spitting, normally hid very dark deeds underneath them. I think you're thinking about large business. I think you're talking about big business are the ones that hide very dark deeds underneath them. Strangers that used to call our old apartment used to say, "Get your old man, we have a small business to discuss." Byasha turned around. He looked like an astronaut in his tight hood. If I were to imagine him as a sound, he'd be a deafening whistle, a signal given by someone who stands watch. To my demise, there was nobody at the backyard. Oh, apart from the grim-faced Romka. Hello, Romka. How do you do? He stood there, his feet wide apart, with his right hand hidden behind his back. Is that you got the butterfly knife on ya? You got that good old knife on ya? Romka's dry lips were tightly pursed. That also is something that happens in the cold. Something you do in the cold. He kept shooting glances at me as he looked around. Are you gonna try to kill me, Romka? Is that what's happening here? Here he is, eh?
I can see that. Well, hello there, Antosha.
What do you want? There it is. There's the butterfly knife. He slowly took out a thin, carnivorously shiny blade from behind his back. What was that last thing? What was backlog? What was the thing that I said? But a knife, the steel butterfly of teeth that flies toward the victim's heart. Okay, all right, we're just waxing poetic there. Okay. I stepped back instinctively and rammed my back into Byasha. Romka's minion pushed me back. Sorry about that, Byasha. Didn't mean to.
We wanted to know, do you have any hard feelings for me or Byasha?
Romka started picking on his yellow nail, looking at me with an evil smirk on his face. I mean, I can't say that I'm a huge fan of y'all. I can't say that we have, you know, any positive memories together. It's just, you know.
Well, there in the forest, we kind of roughed you up.
It's just our poor upbringing, you know.
Yeah, not as cultured as you, city folk. So we get feisty sometimes.
I nodded, my eyes glued to the knife. The blade glowed under the setting sun, and Romka's eyes had the same evil glow. Hey dude, watch with that thing. He stepped toward me. His knife traveled inches away from my coat. One movement and steel would cut into the cloth, and if he pushes deeper...
A little bird told us that you were snooping about Paulina again.
We weren't snooping about, we were just having fun, just hanging out. Just having a good time. I was so scared that it took me a while to remember who Paulina was. Come on, dude. Come on. My brain was malfunctioning. My knees were shaking. Knees weak. Arms spaghetti. Palms sweaty. Vomit sweater ready. Suddenly, our class rep slowly walked up to Romka from behind. Oh, hello, Katya. Hello, great to see you here as well. I see ye boys are getting along quite well.
I owe you one, Katya.
Oh, no need to thank me, Ramoshka. I'm always fighting for true love. Yes. I'll kill you, I swear.
I can't hear you. Were you near Paulina or not?
Well, we didn't hang out or anything.
The only thing hanging out here will be your guts when I cut open your stomach.
The blade slid across my sleeve with its dull side and reached my collar. The wind made my face cold, but a bead of sweat still trickled from my temple. Great. A switch flipped in my head. It all made sense now. I remembered Romka constantly sneaking glances at Paulina. I remembered his scrawly handwriting in the questionnaire. Why didn't I study it more in depth?
I see you near Paulina even once, and you won't get away with a simple bump. Got it?
Sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now scream.
I was probably so hypnotized by the knife that Romka had to repeat his threat.
Scream!
I thought about the cold, sharp blade when retreating from the yard. I was asking myself whether I had enough courage to break the promise I made to these bastards. The aftertaste of horrible water I drank down my meds with lingered in my mouth. My thoughts were focused on Polina. I forgot about the meds. Forgot we were taking meds. I don't know what for, but forgot about that. Romka's threat was also on my mind. I wandered around the house, feeling intoxicated, and nodded to everything my sister said without trying to discern her words. Olya was talking non-stop, at times lifting up her arms and laughing, only to then suddenly go quiet and give me Mom's signature gnarly look. I was yanked out of the prison of my own mind, which is a good thing, where seething thoughts pecked at my brain like harpies, stopping me from coming back to reality. I stared back. Olya looked like a mini version of our mom right now. Well, to be precise, she looked like the person Mom turned into when we moved here, with her intimidating posture and her eyebrows directed toward the ceiling. You weren't listening to me, were you? She tried spitting out those words at me, copying facial expressions of the person she'd spent almost all of her free time with. For a moment, I felt like the light Olya exuded all these years waned and wavered in the wind of prolonged changes. Very soon, my beautiful princess will turn into the dragon that was once guarding her prison tower. That thought was much scarier to me than any other horror sneaking up to me from the future. That metaphor doesn't... and I'm not entirely sure that I understand it, but I'll allow it just this once.
Sorry, Ilya. I didn't want to make you mad. I just got lost in thought.
I looked around the room, my gaze jumping from one object to another like a hungry beast, trying to find anything that could distract Olya. Let's play the console. Ah, yes, the console. Olya pouted. There was a spark of interest in her small emerald eyes. The Snow Queen's ice shard inside them started thawing. And what about the second controller? It's not working. And Dad has no time to fix it?
We can play with the light gun. What do you want to play? Cowboys? Ducks?
You're better than me at both.
Oh, come on. You must have been practicing the whole time I was away from home.
Olya burst out laughing. Her heart was warm once again. Oh, good. How did you know? But I'm a good shooter now. You've already lost.
You picked the wrong fight here. Come on, turn it on.
It's always the stuff at home that gets creepy. Everything up until now has just been school bullying stuff. Little Olya jumped toward the TV set and, after flicking through the power switch, started blindly feeling around the backside of the photon, trying to plug the console's cable into the antenna input. I know this process. I'm very familiar with this. There we go. Bits of TV shows started flashing on the CRT screen when I armed myself with the remote to look for the channel with the sought-after Dendy signal. Oh, no way, it's a Dendy. That's great.
Did anything interesting happen at home?
It was a mundane question for me. I didn't put any actual meaning behind it. But Olya's expression suddenly changed. She lost all of the childish nonchalantness she worked so hard to acquire before. What happened earlier? My sister managed to put the cable in its place and started brushing off her dust-covered hand. She was clearly looking for the courage to continue the conversation. Mom, Olya went silent, and for a moment I thought I saw tears welling up in her eyes. She had this scary thing happen to her again. My sister looked at me with wet eyes. What are we talking about when we say scary thing? As in she got scary, or like she had a fit, huh? This had happened before, but it was a rare occasion. Now that we'd moved to this godforsaken place, Mom's fits rose in frequency. What kind of fits are we talking about? Dad brought home a big fish. That is a big fish. I was not ready for that to be slightly animated. It was wrapped in a newspaper and had a foul smell. Mom got angry again and then she took a knife. Oh no. Oh dear, this is a bad situation. Olya squirmed, looking fearfully out of the window. They started screaming at each other. I froze, imagining my little sister so small and unnoticeable, standing in the kitchen doorway. She wasn't even trying to hide. Our parents just paid her no mind at all. And then Mom stroked it with her fist. Like this. Olya slightly moved her fist downward, imitating a strike. Oh boy, what happened? I'm so confused. She hit the fish. It was still alive, Tosha. It must have been in pain, and Mom, well, I mean, we were planning on eating the fish. This isn't the worst case scenario, I guess, but this would still be very distressing. It was easy to imagine what happened next. The writhing fish. There's some more writhing there. You thought you could sneak it in. With a blade between its fins, squirted some foul-smelling musk onto Mom's face. Whenever death got this close to my mom, be it when a person was hit by a bus in front of us, and their blood was smeared all over the window. Did this actually happen? Was that a real thing that happened? Or when Grandma chopped off a chicken's head, Mom would always get into a weird, dreadful fit. Her eyes would roll over, she would fall on her face like a freshly cut tree, and started writhing just like that agonizing fish. Sorry about the strobe there, guys. Yikes! Turning over chairs and blurting out bits of scary sentences. Yikes! This is distressing. What about Dad? Did he help her? Olya shuddered as if just remembering it pained her. Yes, but at first, he started laughing, Tosha. Oh, this is getting real disturbing. He let out an evil laugh when he saw that Mom was in trouble. Yikes. But then he cried. Okay. This family has some stuff to work through. Olya's story made me raise an eyebrow. It seemed like the forest's oozing madness had not only completely consumed our mom, but also infected our strong and courageous dad. I quickly stepped towards Olya and locked her in a tight embrace. She dug her face into my chest and I could feel my shirt becoming wet. Why are they bullying each other, Tosha? Are they crazy? Like, possibly. That might be a piece of it. That might be a factor. I stuttered, unable to justify the actions of our parents. I had ran out of words, and all I could do was hug Olya even tighter. Screw that! Screw off with that! Screw off with that! Is that for the dandy? Is that for the console? Olya screamed and hid behind me. Screw off with that! Turn it off, quick! No matter how many times she saw this intro, she would always react the same. just like when she saw that owl. This is because of the dandy, isn't it? I mean, I also got goosebumps every time this ghastly face appeared on the screen, so I immediately complied with my sister's request. Yeah, let's learn about this ghastly face, I guess. Vid, a TV company logo depicting a ceramic head of the Chinese philosopher Guo Zhang with a three-legged toad on top of his head. It instilled horror in the whole generation of 90s kids in Russia. That's kind of hilarious. Wow. Wow. Very interesting. Okay. Alright. Fair enough. Alright, let's play on the dandy. Oh boy. Fascinating. 9999. Finally, the game selection screen showed up for the cartridge that was bundled with the console. Oh yeah, one of these. Too bad most of the names here were just different levels of the same game. I have heard of that. I have seen that happen. Yeah, I'm a little familiar with these. Picked up the gray rectangular controller and started looking around the pixel letters to find the familiar English word for duck. Or as we like to say it in English, duck. I wonder actually if you're watching and you know the Russian word for duck. I'd love to hear about it. There's been someone commenting on the YouTube videos so far that has been like every now and then like there'll be some term or word pop up that like won't be in the glossary, but I also won't recognize, and I'll just like leave little comments letting me know what it means. And so if you're watching this, I appreciate that. Thank you for the explanations. It's really cool. And I am gonna end this YouTube video here. We got another half hour going on the stream. So yeah, if you're watching live or on the VOD, thank you for being here. If you haven't followed and you want to do that, I'd love it if you did. If you have followed and you haven't subscribed, that'd be really great too. If you are watching on YouTube, you can like, you can comment, you can subscribe, you can ring the bell. You can head over to Twitch and do stuff there as well. And yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you later.